Hello, online pipe community. Ethan, Parsimonious Piper here. It is Cob Tuesday. It is also pollen season for the pine trees in central North Carolina, and everything outside is coated in a thick dusting of yellow-green. So I'm not smoking outside because I would be coated in said dusting. So, it's indoors, no Cob Tuesday hat, but I do have my Cob Tuesday cob, Missouri Meerschaum Legend 5th Avenue. In case you're wondering, hard to tell, that is an amber stem. It was anyway. They do turn black with years and years and years of use, especially if you never run a pipe cleaner through them. In it this week. Oh, we are finally back into tobaccos I love. Been a while since I have smoked this one. This is none other than Five Brothers. Yes, those happy sounds I'm making give you some indication of how this one is going to rate. Five Brothers is a straight burley. It is a shag, and it comes bone dry. Those of you who have smoked Daughters and Ryan blends, or the Semois, which comes, one of its forms is in a shag and it's very dry, or some of the Dutch shags like Amsterdam number 83 or number 93 from Stokeby. This is very much along those lines in terms of its presentation. Very dry. It doesn't crumble when you pull it out of the pouch. Nice little pouch. But it is dry. There is no moisture in this. So ignore the usual advice and pack this stuff tight. Don't bother rehydrating it. Just pack it tight. That'll keep it from going poof and giving you tongue bite. It slows the burn down, makes you work a little harder at it, but it slows that burn down so that you do not get just a hot mouth. What you do get is a mouthful of burley, and this is good, strong, straight burley. This is not smooth, Solani type Silver Flake. This is not one of your Mac Baren Symphonies or Golden Extra Ready Rubs or anything like that. This is smack you around burley. And it is, in fact, delicious. If you like the Semois, you've already tried that. There's no reason to run out and get this, because I think the flavor of the Semois is better. Semois is a 5-star blend for me. This is a high 4. Very, very, very tasty. I love the stuff. Not quite as good as the Semois though. And so if I have access to a brick of one of the, and for me, I don't care which of the cuts, the medium, the shag, or the long cut, the Semois just tastes delicious. But if I didn't have that available, and there was a pouch of this laying around, I would snag this. It's fantastic stuff if you like a rough, straight, raw burley. If that does not appeal to you, avoid this at all costs, because you're going to be sorely disappointed. There is no extra flavor. I don't even get some of the usual, we talk about nuttiness and chocolatiness of burley. I don't even really get that side of it. Just delicious. A few years ago, I was given a bag of completely uncut burley that was grown by Tamper Tantrum, and he had dried it. He'd sun cured it, and it came dry, leathery. I chopped that up, and I still have some of that left. That was a raw, uncased burley. Now, you'll hear that everything you get commercially has some kind of a casing on it to make your tobacco more palatable. This burley with no casing on it, it was rough, very strong stuff. I loved it, but it was a harsh, strong flavor. This is as close as I've gotten to that in a commercial blend. It's not harsh in the same way that that raw burley was, but it is not a smooth burley. So don't be expecting one. Room note, who cares? It's burley. This is one I didn't even bother asking my wife for her room note opinion on, because I know she's going to tell me that it just smells like I lit a tire on fire in my office. And I don't care. It's just delicious. You know, this community it's got to be one of the most, if not the most, generous and mutually encouraging communities here on YouTube. I think a lot of that is due to the fact that since we really can't monetize unless we jump through all kinds of hoops, we aren't competing in the same cutthroat way for views as we would be if we were all monetized channels. So we encourage each other, we give each other pointers, we shout each other out. And occasionally, actually far more than occasionally, we send each other stuff. I had a viewer a week or so ago, Mike Vogel, thank you, asked me if he could send me some stuff from Alaska. Sure, I'm always open to receiving stuff. Passing things around here is always fun. But he asked me if he could send me some stuff, and I got that package today. I read the note. Very kind of you, Mike. I appreciate it. I won't read that here. Let me see if I can find my bag. But nice bag, full of stuff. But I really do appreciate the sentiment, Mike, and I'm glad you're getting something worthwhile out of my channel. Let's dive into what Mike sent me. First of all, I'm looking into the things that I can grab. Some raw Alaskan fireweed honey. I happen to love honey, so that will go to good use, particularly in hot tea. Let us see. He had said in his note that he had a sample of an in-store brick and mortar aromatic, a unique one that he thought I ought to try. Well, many of you know I'm not an aromatic guy, but the ones that I do like are brick and mortar aromatics. My favorite current one being Cherry Bon Bon by Milan Tobacconist, which sadly is going away because of the Sutliff debacle. If you like Cherry Bon Bon like I do, order some. Once it's gone, it's gone. Anyway, yes, the few aromatics that I really like do tend to be brick and mortar, in-house, not just rebranded aromatics. And he told me that this Point Barrow, and you can't see, it is a ribbon cut. It is dark. But that it is an in-house aromatic that they have made and that they sell, I forget, hundreds of pounds, thousands of pounds every year. that it is extremely popular there in Alaska. So I do look forward to sampling that, and I'll do so pretty soon here. Now, everything else, the other two items in here are wrapped. He went the extra mile. Many of us, when we send a box or a bag, we're doing well to remember to put in some sort of packaging to keep things from breaking. Very nice. You had no idea that I would, but you could not possibly have known. This is actually something that I love. I have not had this particular brand, but Alaska Smokehouse salmon spread. I grew up with bagels with cream cheese and lox, so salmon is just right up my alley. Thank you for that. And if I can get this open, a bigger package. Oh, wow. Okay. You outdid yourself here. Let me see if I can get the tape cut on this without cutting myself. My knife is not handy. Here we go. It is an Ulu Company antler handled knife. Let's get this out. Oh, take a look at that. I have a new plug cutter. Comes with a blade end stand. Isn't that lovely? And it is sharp. Oh man. Can't wait to take that to the next pipe show instead of the winky dinky little knife that I've been using to cut plugs. That is absolutely phenomenal. Plugs and ropes, you stand no chance against this monster. Well, Mike, I can't tell you how I appreciate these gifts, even more the sentiment and the thanks in the note that you sent. Folks, that really is what this community is all about, is reaching out and touching. You know, there used to be the I think it was AT&T, reach out and touch someone, but touching each other's lives in a way that really is impactful and important. And Mike has a new channel that he's developing, Ravelation, and I'll have a link down below. Check him out. He wants to do some things that are impactful. So give him a look and some encouragement. And Mike, I thank you for the encouragement that you've given me today. Well, folks, you might just like a rough and tumble burly. If you do what I'm about to do, light it up. Enjoy your afternoon.